What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of First Eps. We watched the new Marvel Disney MCU show, Moon Knight. Kind of spooky, kind of weird. Yeah. Let's talk all about it. My name is Eric.
I'm Keith.
And this is First Eps. All right, everybody, we are back with another episode of First Eps. If you're watching this, you can immediately something's different. If you're listening, maybe you could hear something's different, but we are not together in First Eps Central today.
Yeah, wah.
One of us had a COVID possible contact, so we're playing it safe, keeping apart, social distance, everybody. But no one's got COVID or anything, so but we're just playing it cool. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we don't have to worry about that, right?
Agreed. We're not blaming anyone. Everybody is, we're fine.
Exactly.
We're fine.
Exactly. We're not saying it may have come from IKEA or
it might have been because of the Toyota they were in. I'm not sure, but whatever. Yeah.
Someone's wife may have gone to IKEA and parties.
Exactly, but no blame. We're gonna just have all game today.
Exactly.
Moon Knight.
Nailed it. Yeah, so let us talk about this new show we just watched, Moon Knight. It's the new Disney Plus series, the new Marvel Universe show based on the character Moon Knight. Now, were you familiar with Moon Knight going in?
So first name basis only. Oh wait, I'm just on the name basis. I don't remember anything about story. I think I had the Moon Knight cards, or a card throughout the Marvel series. That's pretty much what I knew about Moon Knight.
Yeah, me too. Like I've read a few of the comics, not much, enough to get an idea of what his deal is and know what to look forward to. So let's talk about the episode. So, warning, there will be minor spoilers for the first episode. We only watched the first episode. It's the only one available right now. But let's run through that first episode and talk about it. All right. So the episode starts off, and I'm just like some hands, and I'm like, are we going to see a magic trick? I didn't know what we were going to see. I was really excited.
Yeah. Great music.
Yes. Not a magic trick, though. Just a man crushing up some glass and filling his shoes with broken glass and then walking away.
Yep. And the music was like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy for living. Maybe not that song, but
I don't think it was that song, but I did notice right away the music was great because then it switches music to Engelbert Humperdinck. And we see Oscar Isaac getting out of bed. And he's like, he got one of his legs chained to the bed. So either kinky or he's doing or something. We don't know yet.
My first thought was that he was captive by the person who puts glass in their shoe, like a kind of Saw situation. And I was like, oh Lord, I am not into this.
Yes, you're just waiting for the Saw to come out.
Exactly.
All right, yeah. So it was it was surprising. One thing I was more surprised with, though, was Oscar Isaac's weird British accent. That really took me by surprise. I didn't expect that at all.
So I don't know him, and he's usually not with doesn't speak with an accent. Is that correct?
Right. Yes, he does not. And it was like, it was like a weird, just British, jolly British
London accent. I can't do it, but yeah.
Exactly. You nailed it. I thought you nailed it. All right, so we see he goes to work. He's working at a museum, and we see that he's knowledgeable about the items in the museum. It's like Egyptology, and is that a word?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the scientific study of Egypt. Yeah.
Nailed it. So he's there. We see a little bit of his backstory, and we see kind of like one thing that we do see is that he's talking to one of his coworkers, and he appears to have asked this person out and doesn't remember asking this person out. So it was like, something's not right.
Yeah, we start to realize that he seems to have gaps in his memory, which are concerning to him. He definitely he's concerned about it. It's not like he's ignoring it, but we're like, okay, let's see what happens here. But I was puzzling the whole time in that, does he remember to show up to work or not? But he doesn't remember talking to people and asking them out. So I was a little confused by that.
He does show up late quite a bit. We did find out.
That's right. She does say that. I don't remember what her name was, but I just kept calling her Pam.
Yeah, Pam.
Was it Pam?
No, I don't know. It's perfect name. But yeah, so he's aware of this, because then he goes home and he like it's his bedtime and he's putting like sand around his bed and like tape on the door and locking the door.
Ritual.
Yeah. So he locks himself back in with this ankle chain thing. So he's aware that he is moving or doing something in his sleep. But it doesn't stop him from then waking up face down in a field somewhere with his like face like all fucked up. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, like his jaw like maladjusted.
Yeah, it was weird looking, dude. And then he like popped it back into place.
Yeah. It was like that scene from Suspiria. If you ever watched that, or you haven't seen that yet.
No. And he starts hearing a voice saying, basically just telling him to surrender the body to Mark. It's like this deep voice telling him to surrender the body to Mark. And now I'm aware that like the character's name Moon Knight is Mark Spector. That's who I've always known. I wasn't familiar with this Steven guy who he was prior to this. So I was like, okay, here we go. We're getting into it now. Enough of this museum bullshit.
Yeah.
And so he starts getting shot at. He's at somewhere. Yeah. Some random place. I don't know where.
Switzerland or something. I just assumed somewhere in Germany. I don't know where.
Yeah.
It looked like Alpish.
Yes, exactly. That was a safe assumption. And he runs into Ethan Hawke walking through the street, and he's like he starts doing this thing where he's like asking people if they want to be judged, which I thought was really cool. So he takes them into their hands and he's got this scale, like a holy time scale tattoo on his arm. And it like weighs like whether or not these people have been good. And then it just, it either, if they're good, I don't know, good luck or something. If they're bad, they just die.
Death instantly.
Yep. Instant death. And he sees this and he's like, what? But yeah, this guy, Ahmet. Ahmet is the person he keeps Ethan Hawke was referring to.
The goddess.
Ahmet's name.
Yep.
So that was really cool. Like the tattoo moves and stuff.
Yeah. Like a CGI. It looks like he's like flexing his bicep, but it's like, it's like
exactly. It's like when Pete from Pete and Pete had the little lady dancing on his.
Yes, I forgot about her. Yeah.
So the next thing we know, like Ethan Hawke is trying to get this gold scarab from Oscar Isaac's character, and he's trying to take it from him. People start attacking him, and then all of a sudden Oscar Isaac like blacks out, comes to, a bunch of dead people around him,
dead all around him, exactly. And everybody's kind of backed up from the town, and they're like, what just happened? Which I immediately was like, all right, that's some bullshit. Like, we're not gonna, like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for like, you want to see the fight,
see this happen. And we don't see it. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's a cop out. It's a bullshit cop out. And then it continued to happen. So then we got this car chase where he's like, it's like this dope car chase, and like it just keeps happening. Like when he gets into trouble, blacks out, comes to, and like it's resolved. He saved the day. Which I was like, come on, really? This is how we're gonna handle this? I was really disappointed. But I don't know. I kind of expected it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't certain. Now, so like Disney just got like all those Marvel, like the MCU shows, and they got Punisher and Daredevil, and those are very violent. So I was like, well, maybe, because I know Moon Knight is a violent character.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe, but no, unfortunately, not yet anyways.
Yeah. You see, I didn't miss that at all, because I really felt we're following the character of Museum. What's his name again?
That's a good point, Steven. We were seeing it from his perspective.
So it was supposed to be brought about like, oh my God, he's dissociating and he's completely like losing his mind.
Yeah. No, all right. The benefit of the doubt is theirs.
So, but that's funny, because I can totally see what you're thinking about. Like, you want to, like, part of the fun is like,
I wanted
you want to see that, like, in Winter Soldier, like that 20-minute fight scene, like in the beginning. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So the best part, the entire time this is happening, that voice, that big booming voice just keeps calling him stupid and dummy. And I was like, that's great. I like that.
It's like Morgan Freeman is God.
Yeah, like, all right, the dumb one's back. You just keep saying. And then on top of that, this is all set to Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Yes,
the whole entire car chase scene.
Driving like a cake truck or something. Cupcake truck.
Yeah. All right, so that all ends up, he wakes up all of a sudden and he's home. Thinks it was just a dream.
It's just it's just a dream. I mean, that's like my dreams. I have those a lot.
Oh yeah, all the time. You're always telling me about your weird
like
where you're in
the Alps. I was
an
assassin. I'm not really sure. I just escaped from the Swiss Alps, drove a cupcake. Yeah.
But then he realizes through some things that are happening that he has lost 2 days. Once he's home.
One so he's like his fish.
Yeah, I still don't know what's going on with that. It's got a new fish.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I was like, the fish only had one fin. I didn't see that in the beginning.
Yeah,
but
and then it got like regenerated somehow. I don't know.
Does it happen to a fish in 2 days?
I don't think so. I don't think it happens to a fish in 1,000 days. So yeah, he then finds like a hidden nook in his wall, finds a phone, a key, and this is when shit starts to go down. He starts becoming like, it turns into more like he's like being haunted by this voice, I would say, and not even just the voice, like then he starts seeing this giant bird, like an 8-foot tall bird man, part mummy. It was awesome.
Like in the hallway, like lights are going on and off. You said exactly. It becomes like a little bit of what was that show we watched? 8 Arcade. What was it? I don't know. I'm thinking of Arcane. That's not the right one. The one we watched where it was.
Where he's watching the tapes or whatever.
Yes, yeah. I got a little bit of that vibe to it in the elevators.
Yeah, it definitely was. It got real spooky. Where he's being chased by this thing. So he tries leaving the house. He's escaping from this. He then just wakes up randomly on a bus, screaming on a bus, and on that bus, Ethan Hawke.
Oh God. Yep. Glasswalker guy.
So he runs into his museum and he's like trying to be safe. Turns out this Glasswalker guy has a lot of followers because everybody that Steven turns to for help is like, they just show a tattoo and they're like, sorry, bro.
They're like, sorry,
we're with him.
I'm with him.
Yeah. So he does the scales thing to Steven. And he's like, you've got chaos in you.
Yeah.
So whatever.
And then he lets him run away. It's like he couldn't judge him for good. Yeah. He couldn't judge him for good or bad. So he just, we don't know.
Just left him. I can't do this. Above my pay grade, he said.
Exactly. And then the next scene, he's, scanning some inventory and overstock.
Yeah.
End of the day.
Exactly. And then he's being chased by some sort of a demon dog.
Yeah, there's a dog, a noise lets out. And this is what I'm loving this part now, because we got a lot of juicy museum, viewing right now.
Anything set in a museum, you're all in.
Museum after dark. Oh, amazing. So that's what I knew I was going to get good then. We heard that dog howl. I saw the sarcophagi. The lights went down and it was on Donkey Kong.
This is your new podcast, Museum After Dark.
Yeah.
Look for that coming soon. But yeah, so this demon dog starts chasing through the museum, and then he ends up in this bathroom, and in the mirror's reflection, we see Oscar Isaac, but it's an American version of him, this Mark Spector, and he says, "Let me take over. I'm going to save the day." And then,
who the hell are you, mate? Oh,
finally, in the closing moments of the 47-minute show, we see him transition into the Moon Knight. We just see like a glimpse of it, pan back, and Moon Knight's just beating the shit out of this demon dog.
Yeah.
Credits.
Yeah. Just sinewy legs at the end, the dog laying there, and then he looks up, flashes the camera. He would have smiled, I'm sure, if he could have, but he had a mask on.
Yep.
Credits. Yeah.
All right, and that is the show. That's the first episode. Yeah. So before we go into our review on that, I want to talk about something that it struck me as I was watching this. I was trying to explain it to my wife, like, about this character, and I basically just said he's kind of like a crazier Batman, which is basically it. He's a rich guy. Normally, in the comics, he's been portrayed as like a rich guy with gadgets, and he's like a violent assassin.
Okay, gotcha.
Mercenary type thing.
Yeah.
So I thought, who would win in a battle, Batman or Moon Knight? What do you think?
Well, I don't know enough about Moon Knight, but the way you describe them, if they're perfectly equal with in terms of their capabilities of tech and money, I would, okay. There's two things going. Since there's like basically two people who are Moon Man we're discovering, I don't know if that's true or not to canon. That makes him a little instability. There's a little instability there with the mental, so he could lose because of that. But if he's got an Egyptian god on his side, that could tip the scales for him. I don't know. I think it's a toss-up. Where are you leaning?
I think just based on the experience and the caliber of hero that Batman is, I think that he takes the lead on this one. He's a little bit smarter, I believe, about the whole thing. Now, we haven't seen much about Mark Spector's like intuitions or his knowledge, but I do think that Bruce Wayne has got a little bit more, he's got more money, more gadgets. He's going to be the victor.
So you think that foresight will win out over chaos?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we will wait for this to happen.
Yeah. But so that being said, I kind of put together a little bracket then with a bunch of superheroes. Now it's March Madness. The finals for the NCAA March Madness tournament are coming up. So I thought, let's run through our quick bracket of superheroes. Now, I don't want this to take all night. So
I'm ready.
Kind of a lightning round.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right.
As long as it takes. It sounds amazing.
All right, let's start things up. Superman versus Captain Marvel.
Which version of Captain Marvel is this?
Like the MCU version.
So like Carol Danvers?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Superman.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you got to give it to Superman, the all-powerful. All right, next up, Aquaman versus Captain America. Now, and they're fighting like on maybe like an island. So there's water around, but they're not in the water.
I have a personal favorite in Aquaman, so I'm going to go for him.
All right.
What do you think?
I would have said Captain America again, just, if they're out of the water, but
you said an island though, so I'm imagining I can just see like krakens coming out of the sea, like just like,
a shark or something.
Exactly. I think there's just too much chaos for him to deal with. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Black Widow versus Mystique.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Just a bunch of leggy broads kicking each other.
Oh man, just I'm gonna go for Mystique.
All right, I like it because she has the ability. Then, she could just turn into someone with a longer leg or a bigger leg.
Exactly. Like a Mr. Fantastic she turns into.
Yeah. I don't know if that's exactly how her skills work, but maybe just one leg a little bit larger than Black Widow's
Gotcha.
All right, Wonder Woman versus Jean Grey. A goddess versus.
Is this actualized Wonder Woman? Like as she is like blessed by the gods, or is this one before they unleash her full powers? And is Jean Grey pre or post Phoenix, where she may give her a call on it?
Both at their most powerful.
Oh, Jean Grey.
Okay.
I think that she could just evaporate Diana.
So I'm not saying like Dark Phoenix Jean Grey, but maybe like after Phoenix Force.
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Just go with your instincts.
they're both so justice oriented. I don't know who would win. I think Jean would, because I think if she got pushed, she would go evil to win.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. She would get in Diana's mind somehow, and just like, not like, she might not murder her or whatever, but she could just like lock her away somewhere for
That's
like,
what I was thinking. Like, I think that even if a god tries to interfere, that she could try to block the god out and be like, bam.
All right.
Yeah.
Black Panther versus Nightcrawler.
I'm gonna go with Black Panther.
I agree. I was just throwing Nightcrawler a bone. I wanted to see him.
I mean, he's
battle.
cool and all, but yeah.
The Flash versus Falcon.
Oh, the Flash.
Yeah, absolutely. Falcon, like, he just has like wings. And the Flash would just run up past him and just like break his stupid wings.
Is Falcon, is the bird lady, is that Falcon's other one with the bird and the mace? Who is that woman?
Oh, that's Hawk Girl.
Love her. Yeah.
Green Lantern versus Magneto.
Oh, ooh. Is Green Lantern, he uses a ring, right? Magneto.
He does, but I don't think it's metal.
Okay.
I don't know what it's made of, but the thing is, like, so Green Lantern, like, he doesn't use any metal in his battling. Like, everything he does is just made out of, like, I don't know.
But is Green Lantern
base
is a human
material? He is human, yes.
I mean, he could pull out the iron in his blood, right? Haven't we seen that before and end it?
Sure. All right. Yeah. What if?
See, you gotta think dirty like
Green Lantern is slightly anemic.
When you have telekinesis, anything you can do with it. And since I think yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the other side of the thing.
Wait, Scarlet that's just one
Witch,
bracket?
Yeah. Scarlet Witch versus Green Arrow.
What is this one?
Scarlet Witch versus Green Arrow.
Oh, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. That's an easy dub for her.
Yeah.
Iron Man versus Cyborg.
I don't know enough about Cyborg. I'm gonna default to you.
Yeah, I think so. Cyborg, like, it depends on if, like, so Cyborg is they're basically both like robot men.
Yeah.
But Cyborg has the ability to like hack into like everything because he's like connected to that. So like, I don't know how hackable Jarvis is.
I was gonna say, can Jarvis hack too or not? I don't know if Jarvis tries
I don't
to
know,
hack.
maybe.
Wow.
I think though ultimately I would give it to Iron Man just because he could probably, use it without maybe like use the suit without being connected to like the internet or whatever, and still like have the victory.
Yeah. I mean, there are like 3 movies and all the Avengers with him in it, and I don't know much about, so I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, with the big budget. Yeah.
All right. The ultimate battle: Hulk versus Wolverine.
I mean, we love Wolverine, but you got to give it to Hulk, right?
I agree. He would he would just rip the Wolverine in half.
Yeah.
All right. Thor versus Shazam. Shazam. I just like saying Shazam.
I'm going to go with Thor.
I agree. Thor. He's a god.
This is great. Yeah.
Loki versus the Joker.
Oh, Loki.
Yes.
Although that would be fun to watch.
Yeah, both a bunch of tricksters, but yeah, Loki. Also, you got to. I think you give the gods like an easy advantage, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Especially Joker's
great.
turd.
He has no scruples. Yeah. But yeah.
All right. Daredevil versus Spider-Man.
I guess Spider-Man.
I'm going Spidey too. I think he's got as a total package. I think he's got the advantage. He's got the web shooters.
Exactly. Strength. I mean, they both kind of have spider sense in different ways, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of a moot point.
Exactly.
And the other one's got more.
Out. Yep.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange versus Ant-Man.
That's a good one. I got to give it to Doctor Strange, my boy, but Ant-Man's interesting.
I agree. I could see Ant-Man putting up a good fight, but ultimately Doctor Strange is just too powerful. He's just got too much power, too many tricks up his sleeve.
I think so too. Yeah, because I mean, Is Ant-Man intergalactic? Can he go? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It all depends on the suit he's wearing at the time, but
Gotcha. That's what I always think about. I'm like, would these people survive like an intergalactic fight? And that's how I'm kind of losing my mind, because I'm like, if you got to take them off the Earth and get desperate, what can you do? And some of these people, I think, can just go out. And I don't think Ant-Man can survive if you take him out of the planet.
Ant-Man could probably climb in to Doctor Strange through his pee hole and explode, get big and explode him outward. I think that's his only chance of victory.
Interesting. The old pee hole entry.
Yep.
The
Classic maneuver. All right.
Classic.
And my personal Sophie's choice, Luke Cage versus Colossus.
Oh God. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Luke Cage because I'm not with Russia.
Yes, I love it. Perfect.
I hate to say it, Peter Rasputin, but
all right, let's keep going. We got to double time it. Superman versus Aquaman.
Superman.
Easy. Another easy one there, because he would just take it in the air.
Yeah.
Mystique versus Batman.
We'll go for Batman.
Yeah, I think he's got the tools.
Yeah.
Jean Grey versus Black Panther.
Jean Grey.
Easy. The Flash versus Magneto. Ooh, this is a tough one.
This is. I don't know if I've ever seen Magneto against somebody who's super fast.
Yeah.
And again, I guess he could use the same trick that I proposed against Green Lantern.
He could, but could he? I mean, how does his powers work? Does he need to be faster? Like, then
I'm imagining, I don't think so, because a magnet is a magnet, right? So it doesn't matter how fast you have to go by, it's going to grab it.
All right. We're going Magneto.
Magneto. Yeah.
All right. I like it.
Because he has no innate power to stop that.
All right. And then we've got Scarlet Witch versus Iron Man.
That's a good one too. I have to give it to Scarlet Witch though, because of what she can do.
She is very powerful when she wants to be. Absolutely.
I mean, and even her innate power, I don't know if Marvel has pulled this out in the movies, but probability hexing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if there's one thing that goes against this technology, I can imagine Jarvis like, what? You're not working? Oh,
exactly. And even if we're just basing it on the MCU characters, Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, I mean, Scarlet Witch went toe to toe with Thanos in the one movie and almost beat him. Like, so. Yeah. All right. Hulk versus Thor. Ooh, this is a good one. Ooh.
That's actually happened, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of these have, but yeah, this one I don't know. I don't know.
I think I'd have to give that one to Hulk.
Really? Oof.
No, we'll go with you. We'll go if you think it's Thor.
No, I could see Hulk. I could see a path to victory for either one of these people. I think Thor, again, he's a god. You got to give him that benefit because he can't be put down, But I think if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be the Hulk. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that he's the best chance for a physical person to put him down.
Could Hulk lift Mjolnir?
Well, if Hela did, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. All right, next up, Loki versus Spidey.
I have to give it to Loki.
Really, Loki?
There's something like you were saying. Like, to me, Hulk is at a. There's a tier that we're starting to see at the top that are coming through now. I think we're at the top tier of the mutants right now, or the top tier of the superheroes.
Yeah.
And to me, Spidey is definitely a top tier one, but against any of the other ones, I think he's a tier below. Almost like, no offense, but I do think Captain America also falls to that one, and as does Iron Man.
Just because I know you're a power, you're a little power whore. You like you like your people to have super powers. If
you're gonna have something, you better have the best of it. And all right, a 6 out of 7 doesn't do it at this level anymore.
All right, Doctor Strange versus Luke Cage.
Doctor Strange.
I agree. You got to give it to Doctor Strange. Too many tricks up his sleeve. Too powerful. Yeah. All right, we're getting there now. All right, Superman versus Batman, the age-old question: who wins? Martha's son versus Martha's son.
There's no question there. There's one person in this bracket that shouldn't be there, and that's Batman. Bye-bye. It's Superman. Moving on.
Man, I agree. All right, Jean Grey versus Magneto.
This is a great one.
This is a great one. He's got the helmet, dude.
He's got the helmet. I've always questioned this in my mind because I'm thinking, what the fuck? You can't just grab the goddamn helmet off? Like,
Yeah.
what is it bolted down with? Just unbolt them. I
You
don't
just gotta
know.
trip him. You just make
So
him like trip him and his hat falls off and you've won.
I feel like if she took out Wonder Woman, she could take out Magneto also when she's pushed against the wall. That's just my personal.
All right. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, that's my personal gut with that too.
All right. And then on the other side, we've got Scarlet Witch versus the Hulk.
That's a really good one too.
Yeah.
I am going to go for Scarlet Witch.
I agree. I think she's when she's pushed to the limits. I think her power is we haven't even seen what she can do. I mean, she
Absolutely.
In the comics removed all the mutants from existence.
Exactly.
With 3 words.
And she didn't use the Phoenix Force. That was just her. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. We'll give it to you there. And then Loki versus Doctor Strange. It's a good battle too.
That's a great one. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it'd really be like a tie. I mean, my gut feels like Doctor Strange because I feel again he's got so like almost like he's almost at the cosmic level of Batman where he's got so many things he can pull from. Whereas I feel Loki.
I agree. He's kind of a one trick pony, that Loki.
Yeah. I mean, he is chaotic powers,
though. And right? Yeah, but I feel like Doctor Strange will have something to combat any of these tricks that Loki's going to pull. I think he's got an answer for everything.
Yeah.
And he's got the power to boot.
Exactly.
All right, we're getting to we're at our final 4. Superman versus Jean Grey.
This is huge. I have never thought of these two people battling.
Yeah.
I am going to give it to Superman because I think that Jean Grey would not want to lose control like she did with she realized that she's become a monster at this point and she doesn't want to go any further like she did with Wolverine in that one movie. I don't remember what it was, but she voluntarily let him kill her. I think she will sacrifice herself to stop it because
now, you don't think Jean could get into his mind and make him think that he's like back home on like Krypton or something? I totally
do. But I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Does she want this? Does she want to be, because is this to win for guts and glory, or is this like to be like the ultimate villain to like destroy everybody? Now that I'm thinking about it, what is happening here with this?
Well, okay, let's say it's like they went to Best Buy. There's one PS5 on the shelf. They both want to play.
Okay. Then I definitely think Jean could beat him again with mental, like you said, like trapping him. Because I don't know if he's got the strongest mental game.
Yeah, I agree. Like, but yeah, it would be tough. I think that's her saving grace is being able to get in his mind, because on a physical front, no chance. He would throw her into the sun or something.
Exactly.
But like if she could get in there and break down his mental barriers and like get in there and like have him think he's like somewhere else or something, I think she's got a chance.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it would be a huge, it would be, they fight completely different, which is why it's really interesting. Because like we saw him go against, at least I read that one comic just because I thought it was so interesting when he went against Wonder Woman when her powers were unlocked and he was evil. And it was like, but they're both kind of similar, right? They're both like smashing each other. Like this would be
very physical,
completely different.
Yeah, this is mental versus physical, really.
Yeah, really. I mean, but like she could also lift things and smash them away too by like taking a building apart if she got strong enough and like smash it down on him. Like it could be like,
I don't know. True. Yeah.
It depends what she was doing, but I don't know. I guess it depends on how bad she wants it.
All right. So I'm going to give it to her because she wants it.
All right. She wants it. She's going to get it.
All right. And next up we have Scarlet Witch versus Doctor Strange.
This one is also really difficult.
Yeah, and I think I'm going back to just the untapped power that Scarlet Witch has. I think like
so I want to challenge you though. So this is the exact same thing that we were just talking about, I feel, with Moon Knight versus Batman, and you gave it to Batman because he has more tricks and he's more disciplined.
That's true.
But now you're going to give the Scarlet Witch because she's more chaos and you're not quite sure what you can do with it.
That is true. It is true. But chaos on this scale, it seems like it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Like chaos, like on a small scale, like what is he gonna do? Like, oh no. Chaos in this where she could just instantly like make Doctor Strange like, I don't know, turn him into a baby or something. I don't know, like what
true.
she has the potential to do.
She can do. I think she can pretty much do anything. Yeah.
So yeah,
all right.
It's pretty crazy. So who do you agree with it? Scarlet Witch on that one?
I'm okay. I'm okay with being a ladies only final.
Oh my god, what a battle, dude! Scarlet Witch versus Jean Grey.
Now again, this is not Phoenix Force Jean Grey, right? So,
yeah.
Because I feel like that's not fair because that's in like
that's an entire like cosmos
like that's like the fabric of life itself. That I don't really believe that we could even I don't even know. I feel like you could snuff out the existence of what, although
I say she's got she's got it in her. You know how like remember when she had like bits of the Phoenix Force in her where it wasn't like fully like present. So maybe that like she's got a little bit of that coursing through her, but it hasn't been. She's not like the Phoenix.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts?
So now that turns out to be a thought of now to my mind, Jean Grey is like heart and Scarlet Witch is like emotion. And it's like which is gonna win? Like heart or emotion? Because I think Jean tries to feel with her heart what's best. And Scarlet Witch is what she's feeling at the moment. I don't know. That's a really tough one. I could go either way.
Yeah, and I really do think it comes down to, again, like, I mean, we're going with their big moves. Like with these people, you got to go with, you got to give them the hits. You got to sing the hits for these people. With Jean Grey, her hits are getting into their mind, making them think something is not happening or whatever. Yeah. Now, whether or not you could do that with Scarlet Witch, like I feel like if you could do it with Superman, if you could do it with like all these other people, like I feel like Scarlet Witch, you could do it with anybody.
Right. Exactly. Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, what would Scarlet Witch? It would be the existence part. Try to wipe out Jean Grey from existence. But if she has shades of life itself within her, can that not like the seed of life? Like because she's got the Phoenix dormant. I don't know if that could even work with her. So maybe she tries it, bam, but then bam, life always finds a way. And then in that moment of like unbelief of what happened, in her mind.
Nice.
And then she just sends her into like a gentle cocoon to give her solace and comfort in her loss. And she sends her away. And Jean Grey runs around victorious because she won.
She gets that brand new PlayStation 5.
She's like, she just looks at all the dead bodies of the superheroes next to her. Like, what was?
Yeah.
What did I do?
She just wants to play Elden Ring.
Or Tiny Tina's now. You've been into that lately.
Tiny Tina's, exactly. So I mean, that was fun. I don't know if we even came to a conclusion, but it was a good discussion.
I'm willing to give it to anybody in the top 4, to be honest with you. They all are worthy victors in different ways.
Yeah, because exactly. Like we would have to go. I mean, this isn't something that we could just do on a throwaway episode of this thing. We would have to. I mean, we would talk for hours about each one of these battles.
Yeah.
So,
another podcast. Perfect idea. Spin-off.
Exactly. I feel like there are podcasts that do this.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. Scarlet Witch, Jean Grey, stalemate right at the end there.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Let's go back. Let's give our quick review of the first episode of Moon Knight. What is your what's your take on it?
I really enjoyed it, actually. It was funny when you said, you kind of gave us your first impression there about how you're disappointed about the lack of kind of fighting scenes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even come at it with that perspective and found the disassociation kind of interesting and jarring. And of course, throw me in a museum with some Egyptian gods and I'm right in my element. So I really enjoyed it, quite honestly. What about you?
Yeah, so for me, it was I was very excited coming in. I like the idea of this character. I was excited to see how it was played out with the different personas and personalities and the violence. And it was a little underwhelming for me in everything. It was a lot of too much of this bumbling Steven character, and I wanted more. But I'm excited with how it ended. I'm hoping that we could kind of pick up and have more of that as it goes on, and not as much of this, like, just kind of stumbling through these situations, because
if they keep having more of the kind of the CGI like dog that attacked him, that kind of stuff, I think Disney will feel very comfortable with them like beating the crap out of that, because it's visibly not a human. He does seem the glass foot guy, Ethan Hawke, does seem to manipulate or entrance humans, so that could be a problem. But as long as they're big baddies with guns who are attacking first, I'm sure it's fine to take them out, right? But the average,
we've seen it in the previous ones, like you mentioned, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We've seen violence on these series. But right now I think it's one of my, just after the first episode, it's one of my least favorites so far. And that's just because like they've all been, like Loki and WandaVision, like they've all just been amazing. Now that's in hindsight after seeing the entirety of the series. So I'm hoping that this will pick up and I'll be very looking forward to it.
I totally agree. What were we thinking of? Oh, even What If, right? That seemed like kind of like a one-off. That one actually was very, very good too when you gave it the chance to watch through it.
Exactly.
So I have faith too. It's not a binge for me though. I would make it just a solid watch. If we're over at your house watching it, I would watch it no problem. I don't think I want to like binge watch it right now, but I don't know. What about you?
I think I agree with you. As far as our scale goes, like it's not, I'm not giving it the highest of marks. It's a Marvel superhero show, so of course I want to like watch all of them and as much as of them I can, just because that's the type of shit that I like to watch. But as far as our scale goes, it's worth watching. But right now, after the first episode, that's the highest mark I could give it.
Got it. I like how you qualified that. That's perfect.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, that's it. That's our episode. We talked about Moon Knight. We talked about all the superhero battles. That was a lot of fun.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But like I said, we could talk. We could do this again and talk each fight. We could talk about for hours, I'm sure. That was cool.
Give us your feedback on both Moon Knight and our picks, because I want to hear if we were wrong, why we were wrong, and what you think would happen too.
We could do this every week and just put in. There's so many superheroes. We could just keep switching out different superheroes.
Absolutely. Like Storm versus Emma Frost.
I wanted to put Kitty Pryde in and I forgot.
I
could have taken out like Nightcrawler. Black Panther versus Kitty Pryde would have changed things up a little bit, maybe.
Does she have Lockheed?
This is for next week's show.
All
right. Thank you guys so much for checking out this episode of First Eps. Check out our YouTube channel, Pop Culture Playground. It's where we post the video version of this show every week, as well as a bunch of other cool pop culture related things. And then you can check out First Eps Podcast on all our socials: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're out there. Lots of cool stuff on those. And if you want to listen to the show, go check us out anywhere podcasts are available. If you check it out on Spotify or Apple Music, please leave us a 5-star review and make sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. That way you'll have this every Tuesday morning on your way to work. You could hear us talking about dumb stuff.
The most highly relevant pop culture.
Exactly. All right. Well, yes, we are out of here. Thank you again. We will see you next week for more First Eps.
Bye. 4, 3, 2, and what's up, everybody? Welcome.
Wow, that was intense.